Michele Genova here. Did you know that on average most people move every 5 years? So if not now, at some point you're probably going to be selling your home. So that's why today we're talking about home staging and prepping your home to sell. Now, staging, first of all, is not decorating. It's actually the art and science of making your home more marketable. But is staging really important? Well, the short answer is you betcha. So important, in fact, that I personally will spring for your initial staging consultation. And I'm a realtor, I'm not a home stager. So further, if you want some proof, I can give you some statistics. For those of you who love statistics, here we go. More people are going to see the house, first of all. 40% more buyers will walk through a staged home that they saw online. 27% of buyers are more willing to overlook property faults, that is, on homes that are staged. 63% of buyers will actually pay more for a home that's move-in ready. Staged homes sell 17% faster on average, and 95% of staged homes sell in 11 days or less, and that is 87% faster than non-staged homes. And faster is better because it will decrease your carrying costs. The longer it sits, you're going to pay mortgage, utility, insurance, right? So time is money. That's another reason why it's so important. Now, let's talk about staging. Let's dig in and talk about a few elements. First of all, the one that I like to call show me the money. This is where the stager is going to come in and help you show off your home's fixed assets so your home can be actually seen in its best light. Those beautiful wood floors, the granite countertops, maybe you have some built-ins, right? So these are the features that make your home beautiful and desirable and better, worth more money to buyers. So take up the rugs, remove most of your stuff, and show those fixed assets. Then I want to talk about paint. Realtors and stagers refer to paint as money in a can or money on the walls. I mean, the power of fresh paint is absolutely transformative. It makes the used look brand new and the tired look up to date. It's relatively inexpensive and it gives you the biggest bang for your buck. The stager will come in, they'll recommend where you should paint, they'll advise on colors. Take advantage of this service and don't paint before you get the advice. Then, and this is, this one seems pretty obvious, but decluttering and zenning it down, I like to call it, that alone can actually have a 597% return on investment. That's huge. And another thing, by the way, don't make the mistake that staging is really about having some expert come in and bring in furniture, right? Because oftentimes they will work right with what you have and within your budget. And also don't make the mistake of thinking that no, staging is only for the big buck homes. Not necessarily so at all. We've been so HGTV-ified that people have very high expectations regardless of the price point of the home. So keep that in mind. Now, they're going to come in and they're going to guide you with getting your house cleared and zenified so that it'll move off the market quickly. Sure, this sounds very simple, very obvious, but here's where the professional will shine. Because they know, for instance, the subtle art of placement to send the buyer's eye where they want it to go to see your home in its best light, especially for those marketing photos. So it is a job for a pro. So then, moving on, as I said, subtle is significant. Now, you might still be thinking, yeah, but why can't I just do my own staging? And here's the tricky part. Because you and I, frankly, for that matter, can never have that one thing 100% right, and that is objectivity. See, our homes are filled with emotions and memories. It's almost impossible to maintain objectivity and merchandise the space for sale, right? So for instance, a stager I know, Bobby McGrath, she's amazing, one of the top 10 stagers in the country. She tells a story about how this particular seller thought she could stage her own home herself. Or, I'm sorry, this particular seller could stage her own home. So what happened is by the time they called Bobby in, the house had sat on the market, and it finally had to take a $30,000 price reduction. Ouch! So how much did Bobby's services cost, the stager services cost to come in? Only $400. So the quote from the staging industry is, your investment in staging is always going to be less than your first price reduction. So yeah, in that case, a lot less. That's something to definitely think about. So yes, now you know, staging is key and it's very cost effective. And again, it's so important to me as a realtor that I'll bring in a professional stager and pay for their initial consultation with you. So for now, I want to say see you next time. This is Michele de Genova. I'd like you to go ahead and like my video if you enjoyed what you saw, because there's more to come. Follow my channel as well. There'll be a lot more content. I also want to encourage you to use my search engine on my website listed, because it is directly through the MLS, which is a sweet, sweet thing for you to have access to. Also, feel free to leave your comments. Again, this is Michele de Genova. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. All right, thanks again. Bye.